Hey guys, in this video I will teach you how to design spring snap hook. So this should be pretty simple design here, but there'll be a lot of sweep and so the new feature I'll use here are the sweep and the indent feature here. But yeah, if you have not seen any of my previous videos, please watch them. It'll be pretty helpful for you while working on this design also. But yeah, let me go ahead and get started. So to start off, go to File, New, and just do a part, press OK, and change your units. So change that custom to inches and turn on your datum planes. Go ahead, click on the arrow there and turn on the planes there. And I'll probably begin working on the right plane first. All right, so click on the right plane, go to Sketch, something like that. And if you want, you can hide the planes or you can leave them open. I'll hide it so it'll be easier for me to see. And I'll start off with making some reference line and a basic sketch of the hook there. So click on the line, just draw it anywhere, and snap that to the center. Click on the line and the center point there, make it a midpoint and make that a reference line there and give that a dimension and do a smart dimension here and give that about 2.35 there. Now I'll start making my sketch here. So first thing I'll do is up here, click on the 3-point arc. First point up here, second point click here, and the third point you can click there. And I will take this point and snap it to my reference line. Click on the point, hold on control, click on that line and make it a coincident and make that point and that arc midpoint. So click on that point, hold down control, click on the arc and just make it a midpoint there. And here I'm just going to add another reference line between these 2 points there, something like that. And I'll make a line. Something like that. Make another line down here. I could probably just make the half and mirror it over, but I'll go ahead and do it and make these a tangent here. Click on that line, click on that arc, make it tangent, click on that line, hold down control, click on that arc and make it tangent there. I'm gonna make more reference line here also, one more reference line. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is probably just give it a dimension to these really quick, smart dimension. And let me see what I get. Click on that line and click on the reference line and make that about like 6 degrees there. And smart dimension the arc and give that about like point. So I'm going to dimension this line instead here. Smart dimension this line and give that about 0.85. Yep, something like that there. And I'm just going to extend these really quick, something like that. And I'm going to snap these 2 points together. And I'll snap I'm making another line and snap these two together. and turn this reference line to a solid line there. Or I can just make one straight line. I'm just going to delete that really quick and just make one line from top to bottom there and just snap that line to the center there and make a midpoint. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm going to add a radius to these corners. So we'll go to radius here, sketch fillet, click on that point and just say yes. Click on that point also, say yes, and give that we can increase that radius like 0.3. Let's make that like 0.45, something like that. There, that's a basic. So here I'm going to do a cutout here really quick. So I'm going to click on the line, make a like a vertical line, just make it like a box here, and I can make a click on a line, click on that point and try to snap it to the center of that, but you notice this is not vertical, so what you can do is just click on the line, make it vertical. Now that's at the midpoint right there, and make that a reference line. And I'm going to make all these a reference line also, but I'm going to give these dimensions real quick. Smart dimension from center line to this guy. You can give that around like 0.30. And the width there, click on that, this line and that line, and give it a width of like 0.65, right? So I'm going to make these reference line here, click on this line, and that line, make it a construction line, and just trim that portion there. So go to trim and trim that there and press OK. I'm just going to rotate my sketch really quick, but yeah, I think that's the profile there that I'm looking for. Now what I'll do is I'll exit out of this sketch like that, and I'll just click on this I button, and it should, if you don't see your sketch, usually click down here and there is a like the drawing options here, this option here, you can click on that and turn on and off the sketch you just created, the view sketches there. So now what I'll need to do is create a profile of the spring hook and just do a sweep around that profile there. So what I'll need to do is probably make a plane. So I'm just going to make a plane at that point, and I'll use the front plane as a reference. So what you can do is click on that point, click on that front plane, and go to reference geometry and click on the plane. So you have the plane parallel but snap to that point there. So press OK. And I'm just going to hide my front plane, hide it. Even the right plane I can hide. The top plane I can also hide. So I'm just going to work on this plane one I just created. So click on this plane, go to sketch, and I'm not going to do normal to yet, but because I'm going to draw a circle here. So click on the circle and try to snap it to that point right there and give it a smart dimension for that and do like 0.22, right? So I'm going to exit out of here. So I have two sketches here, right? I'll need two sketches to do my features, my swept feature here. So I'm going to click on this, right? Click on it. Now it's going to ask me for the profile. The profile is my circle, and the path, it will be this sketch you created earlier. So click on that sketch there and press OK. Yep, so it'll look something like that there. And do normal too. Yep, that looks good there. So now pretty much it's just going and adding details here. So next what I'll do is do a cut features here on this surfaces here. So what I'll do is I'll see which planes I can work on, front to maybe top plane. So I'm just gonna do a normal really quick and look at where the top plane is. So the top plane is at the center. So I'm gonna make a sketch on the top plane. So click on the top plane, make it a sketch, and I'm gonna hold down shift and up arrow, and I'll be working on the top plane. And I can hide the other plane I created there. So yeah. So here, what you want to do is, so go ahead and start making a sketch. I'm also going to add a reference line right through the center. Reference line there. And here what I'll do is click on doing a smart dimension, click on that line and the reference line and go below it and give that about 0.08 there. And this angle here, click on that line and this line and give it around 45. Yep, that's good. And what I'll do is I'll snap that to that edge here, and I'm just gonna like do more sketches here. Snap, and I'm just gonna just go across it here, and I'll just do a trim. These two are snapped together, but I want this line. Oh, okay, so this line, make it a vertical there, and 45, and I'm gonna give it a dimension here. Let's go to smart dimension and give it to this guy here and get that like 0.28 there. And I'm just gonna mirror that on onto the other side there. So I'm just gonna just highlight all that sketch there, mirror entities, mirror it about this reference line, and I'm gonna mirror these two guys on that side there from the center here. So I can do another reference line, make it a construction line. Now just highlight these two sketches you just created and just mirror entities and mirror it about this reference line. Goes to the other side. So let's look at what that sketch looks like right there. So I have this sketch. I'm just going to cut it through these two solids up here. So my sketch, I have a nice closed loop here. Just be careful with your sketches. If you have anything sticking out or any lines that's sticking out anywhere, then you won't have Solidworks will give you a error message there. So yeah, be careful with your sketches there. Here, so I'm gonna go to features, do extrude cut. I'm just gonna cut it through all on that side, through all, and press OK. All right, and that's what I got from that feature there. And next, what I'll need to do is create the latch here, the spring latch here. So to do that, what we can do is, let's look at what plane let's see what plane we can work on. The front, no, the right plane there. Click on the right plane and do sketch there. And I'm just gonna start making my reference lines first. So click on that, go to and just start to snap it in the midpoint between here and here. something like that, and make that a reference line. And I'm going to make another line, select something from here, and just point it up. And I'm going to give that line a dimension of like 1, something like that. And I'm going to do another dimension from here to here. And that will be around like 0.12, something like that. But okay, in my previous videos, if I'm using my mouse to get these here, so if you right click your mouse and just move your mouse anywhere, then you'll get your these shortcut keys here. But yeah, please do watch my videos on shortcut on how to do these. It'll help you out there. So, and that's what I'm using here. Smart dimension, and I'm gonna give this an angle here, and that will be around 30 degrees. Something like that, right? So I'm going to exit out of sketch. So what I'll need to do is I'll need to create a plane on that line, on that 30-degree angle, and do a like a same profile as same diameter profile as my previous sketch, and do another sweep there. So I'll show you what I'm talking about there. So click on that line, click on that point, and to go to reference geometry, go to plane. Now you see that plane is a 90 degrees to this line here. So that's what I'm looking for, and I'm going to do a sketch on this plane. So on plane 2, click on it, go to sketch, go to circle, and try to snap it to the center there. Something like that, and give it a smart dimension. Click on it and just make that a 0.22 also. And I'm just going to sweep that profile on that line. So go to features here. You don't have to exit out. You can do it right from here. Go to this feature here. Profile, click on that circle. And for the path, click on that guy and press OK. All right. So the next thing what we'll do is just the cutouts for these latches here. Oh, okay. One thing I forgot to mention is that I want two different parts from here. I don't want it. I don't want this to merge to that part. So go to your sweep feature, edit feature, and like under options, you have option to click on merge result. Right? Click on it, uncheck it, and press OK. Now I got down here, up here in the solid bodies, I got two different bodies here, right? I can hide and work with independent bodies there. But next, what I'll need to do is do a cutout on this hook here using these features. So in SolidWorks, there's a one neat feature. You can use the indent feature to do that, right? Or what you can do is you can also work on that plane, make a sketch of how where you want to cut it, and you can just do a sketch using that plane also. Or you can just work on that face and make a sketch, and you can do the cut also. But yeah, let me show you how to do it. So if you go to um, insert features, and there's an indent feature, right? So target body will be my this little latch here, right? Because I want this will be my target and this will be my tool body, and we'll use a tool to cut the target body there. So target body, click on that, surf that body there. You want to do a remove selection, right? Remove, and tool body will be like this. You can click on that face there and click on cut there. And now what you can do is you can define, how much gap you want between these parts, and you can do it like give it like a 0.01 there and press OK. And let's rotate it and see what that does. Yeah, so that 0.1 gave me like a gap between that face and that part, and yeah, it looks really nice there also. So I can hide that. I mean, I can hide this and look at it really quick, see what that feature did. So I created that without, making any sketch on that part there. So that's pretty handy there also. Unhide that there. And what I want to do is probably just add, yeah, you can, if you want, you can cut out. What you can do is like here, if you click on that, now that's a flat surface. You can work on that surface, make a sketch, and you can create any profile and pretty much cut it. So here I'm working on that surface here, right? I just clicked on that surface and did a sketch. I'm just gonna do like a quick sketch here of what I want, like a chamfer or something, and click on it and just make it like a horizontal. You can see, you can give it a dimension, make it really nice, or give it like a 45. um, but yeah, I'll let you play around with that feature, right? And you can make it defined. Mine is all blue right now, that means it's undefined. I can move it in anywhere, but you can just snap that to like make it collinear and give it a dimension so it's not blue, right? But I will let you play around with that and figure that out. But I'm just going to do a cut there. If I press S, I already have these customized for me. So, like I said, watch my previous videos on how to do this. It's pretty easy. So if not, you can just go to features and do a cut from here. But I like using the shortcut keys. Just click on S and all these options. So just do a left click and customize and play around with that option there. Cut, and I'm just gonna do like a mid plane through all both there. And you can do the same thing on that side. And down here, you can give it like a nice radius if you want. You can do like a fillet, click on it, give it like a 0.01, 0.02, something like that, right? And you can do the same thing on that side also. There, make it nice. And up here to make that cutout here, what you can do is just work on that surface here, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm gonna hide this piece for now. Hide not that part, the other part, and click on that face and do sketch and press spacebar and just do normal too. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pick up that the outer edge of the circle, click on that edge, and go to convert entities there, and you can make that, leave it that for now, and just make a like a rectangle, right? You wanna give it a dimension, put like a reference line from the center point to the center of that rectangle, and make that a vertical, and make that a reference line also. And you can just play around with it, give some dimensions there, click on that line, 0.08, give it like 0.09, and give the dimension to this guy, yeah, like 0.06. And I'm gonna trim these outside edges. I already have my outside circle there, so go to like trim that part, trim the outside. Something like that, and let's trim that, like go to your shortcut keys, press S and do cut. I'm just gonna do like 0.25 and see what that does. Yeah, give me a really nice cutout there, perfect normal to that surface there. So I'm gonna unhide my other body there and press space bar and just gonna go to ISO. I'm just gonna rotate it around here, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. But now if you want to give it a color to these parts, just click on that first fillet, go to appearance, and just give it a color of your choice, right? Something like that. And this latch here, click on here, go to appearance and give that, like I'm just gonna give it a white for now. I'm just gonna hide my plane. Just click on the I button and it will hide everything there for you. But now there's still a few things left to do. You can make hole and make a pin, right? But the solid bodies, I mean, I just did it here for this purpose, but you can make these separately and do an assembly and put them together also. So that's another way to do it there. Um, but yeah, that's about it, my friends. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and thank you. Bye.